From that perspective, these changes are happening incredibly fast, and we can reconstruct these big ice sheets from deposits such as we see here in the mountains.
Geologists like John see things in a landscape that most of us don't really look for. Evidence of glacial deposits here tell him that this entire area on Cypress Mountain, just minutes from Vancouver, was once encased in a glacier, one that melted naturally thousands of years ago. But according to John, today's remaining glaciers are receding due to a different reason.
There's got to be something else involved, and we think that something else is our own activities, mainly burning of fossil fuels.
He says it's a trend that's happening with glaciers around the planet. So how long before this glacier at Garibaldi Provincial Park disappears?
We're sort of projecting and forecasting that it might be completely gone in 50 years. By the middle of this century, that sort of iconic glacier in Garibaldi Park may in fact not exist.
Which could mean a different landscape here, not to mention a changing climate. For the Weather Network, this is Ross Hall reporting.
In international news, the damage could have been much worse in Fiji, as Cyclone Damon just skirted the nation's most populated islands. However, not everyone was spared. A small northerly island was pounded by heavy rain. In fact, the winds were howling at about 250 kilometers per hour. Parts of Fiji rode out the storm in caves. And that's a look at weather news for this half an hour. As always, your local forecast details, well, they are coming up every 10 minutes on the 10s.
Here are your ski and snowboard conditions. On the first line, you'll find the name of the ski resort, the number of runs open, snow depth, and the amount of new snow in the past 24 hours. The second line describes snow conditions or indicates if the center is closed. Visit theweathernetwork.com anytime for detailed ski conditions for your area and across North America. Stay tuned, your local forecast is up right after the break.
Escape to the spectacular, enchanting island of Grenada, the spice of the Caribbean. Relax on white sandy beaches, tour this picturesque island, and soak up the rich heritage of Grenada's unspoiled paradise. Grenada, reawaken your senses.
First, you'll see the difference. Then, you'll taste it. Come in for our big seafood festival. This year, we're giving you the biggest shrimp we've ever served. It's called Colossal Shrimp, and we're preparing it your favorite ways. Or try other big favorites, like rock lobster tail, jumbo shrimp, and king crab legs. The big seafood festival is here, but not for long, at Red Lobster. Come see what's fresh today.
Hey, man, don't make me slap you with my tail.
Whoa, what?
You forgot our dream to go fishing in Mexico.
No.
Then why you pass Rona, este?
Well,
you need supplies. We need air miles, reward miles.
Yeah, we do.
Then turn this bucket around, man.
Okay. Hold your seahorses. How about fish and chips for lunch?
Very funny.
It's time to get in and drive during Ford's year-end clearance. Come in for the best prices of the season on most 07 and 08s. And now get up to $5,500 in Canadian delivery allowance plus an additional $1,250 e-bonus and more. Hurry into your local Ford store or go to Ford.ca today.
The Weather Network, leading the way way in weather forecasting. You're watching the Weather Network, Canada's #1 choice for accurate local forecasts.
Here's your WestJet destination report. WestJet, because owners care.
It's time now to take a look at your WestJet destinations. A beautiful day for flying on Monday in case you're planning on venturing out to the West Coast. It's just light snow that we'll be seeing dusting the eastern prairies. It will eventually make its way into southern Manitoba. Across Ontario and Quebec, also a nice day for a window seat. And further east, still some light snow showers around western Newfoundland. Okay, your driving forecast. Your highway conditions will be coming up in a moment. Monday afternoon, a chance for some light snow, rain, snow mixing, Yarmouth through the Halifax area. Pleasant, high pressure, Quebec City down through to Windsor and over towards Thunder Bay. What you will be seeing, though, some light snow coming to southern Manitoba. Cool conditions, though, if you're around Gillam or Churchill. Yeah, it is going to be a cold one for you. And sunshine around Vancouver and Victoria. Enjoy it because we will be getting progressively stormier as we head towards Tuesday. Also, the chance for freezing rain will exist once again in the extreme southwest of Ontario.
The color of each section of highway on the map indicates its surface condition. These conditions are based on the latest reports from local transportation ministries, Transpro Communications, and the Alberta Motor Association. Normal or reduced visibility is indicated by the colors shown behind the highway number. Following each current highway condition map is a precipitation forecast for the next 24 hours for the same area. Stay tuned to the Weather Network for updates throughout the day. For detailed highway conditions, you can also visit our website at theweathernetwork.com. Whatever the road conditions in your area, please drive safely.
Let your senses guide you.
The Weather Network, your weather companion.
Kraft Premium Plus. How do you crumble yours?
Stay alert. Stay alive. When it comes to severe weather warnings, we have you covered. Turn to the Weather Network for the latest for watches and warnings in your neighborhood and keep your family and home safe. To learn more, text info to 69896 or visit theweathernetwork.com.
The Weather Network, a friend you can rely on.
When the snow flies, it's really tempting to hibernate indoors. But the winter is a long time to be cooped up. It can lead to weight gain, depression, and other health issues. So bundle up, embrace the season. There's so much to do. You can get your blood pumping by trying cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, or even snowshoe running. If you're looking for a little burst of adrenaline, there's downhill skiing, snowboarding, or snowmobiling. You can try snow kiting, ice sailing, or ice climbing. However, these sports aren't for the faint of heart. For team sports, try curling or a game of shinny, or even join a hockey league. Get out there and ice skate, toboggan, or maybe try something new like ice fishing or dog sledding. Just get out there and get active. Head out and build a snowman or have a snowball fight, or simply go out for a walk. Dress for the weather, and soon you'll find you'll love the weather.
See, my dishes keep coming out wet.
It's not your dishwasher. You need new Jet Dry Turbo Dry. It's a powerful drying agent for amazingly drier dishes straight out of the dishwasher, even plastics.
No more towel drying.
New Jet Dry Turbo Dry and the dishes are done.
Jet Dry Turbo Dry gives you another way to stay dry this winter. Guess the number of dry days this December at turbodry.ca, and you and a friend could jet off to a sunny destination. Trust Jet Dry Turbo Dry for amazingly drier dishes straight out of the dishwasher.
Introducing new Bounce Pure Essentials. Now with the fresh scent of aloe and white lilac. It's everything you love about Bounce. Now with the fresh scent of aloe and white lilac. New Bounce Pure Essentials.
Kids always take too much. Especially when it comes to bath tissue. But moms know less is more. With Charmin Ultra Soft, you can use less. You can use less because it's softer and more absorbent than the regular kitten brand. Less is more. Charmin Ultra Soft, Canada's softest bath tissue. Satisfaction guaranteed or your money back.
For more information, visit StanleyTools.com.
The totally new Chevrolet Malibu. a car you can't ignore.
Stay tuned to the Weather Network. Your national, regional, and long-range forecasts are coming up next. You're watching the Weather Network, Canada's #1 choice for accurate local forecasts.
Top stories that we're following on this Sunday evening. A brighter day in Ontario, more sunshine in the south, and a better drive if you're in the southwest for Monday. Some snowfall today, even touching down around the lower mainland and eastern Vancouver Island. It's going to continue to progress into Manitoba. So what does the forecast hold tomorrow? And will the weather slow your morning go? Got all those details coming up right now as we take a look at your national forecast on this Sunday evening. Good evening, everyone. It is December the 9th. I want to start off by saying, to all of you, I know you're busy with holiday plans and work and probably a million other things, but you still find the time to contribute photos and videos, so we really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for that. Okay, start your week forecast, starting you off right from the morning to the afternoon. Selected cities, here you go, your conditions. Cold, you bet. Cold starts the day for those of us across the 4 Atlantic provinces. It's just light snow. You'll see southern Manitoba as well as southern Saskatchewan. About 1 to 5 centimeters is possible. Now, if you're heading out in Vancouver, Victoria, maybe you're taking the SkyTrain around New Westminster, it is going to be a beautiful day. And if you're taking the C train in Calgary, or you're waiting for the LRT in Edmonton, or you're taking the LRT waiting for a bus in Edmonton, at least you won't be as cold as you would have been this past week. Let's take a look at Monday afternoon forecast highs. Not bad, even into Manitoba, where temperatures continue to moderate in the south. In the prairies over the next few days, we're looking at cloud cover in the evening, and essentially what cloud cover does is it acts like a blanket. So you get the heat or the solar radiation from the sun in the daytime, and it heats up the land. And when you've got that cloud cover, it almost traps some of that heat in, so it actually helps to keep you warmer, as you're probably well aware. Current fronts, here you go. Current system set just a little low off the Pacific coast. We do have a nasty low that's going to be affecting those of us around Clyde River in the north come Tuesday. Winter storm watch has already been issued for that area. It's along the warm front that we had freezing rain earlier in southwestern Ontario. Looks like there's just some patchy fog that you could be dealing with throughout the rest of the evening hours. A lot of that precipitation really slipped further south thanks to the jet stream. Okay, some snow still falling in the BC interior, in Alberta and Saskatchewan. It's just a light dusting. The roads should be fair. This additional snowfall really shouldn't ice things up. It's Wednesday that we'll be watching. What a nice day, hey? Beautiful stuff. Look at that, 2 tomorrow in Vancouver. I know it's not mild, but it's pretty nice, right, with the sunshine out. I'll take that, the sun in the Okanagan. It's going to be cold tomorrow in northern Manitoba, Wivenhoe, Nonsuch, if you're up around Dooley Lake or Churchill. Elsewhere, there is going to be the chance for some light snows in through southern Manitoba, Winnipeg, Morse developing through the day. Slightly milder in northwestern Ontario. Really cold start and even wrap to the weekend for some of us. Southern Ontario, as you can see, a lot of the precipitation has pressed out of the area. A chance of a few snow showers here and there, but really nothing too intense. Freezing rain has tapered off around Lake St. Clair, but, and I just want to say, you know, if you are planning on traveling the southern extent of the 401, Highway 3, or even your in-town routes, just be extra cautious throughout the rest of the evening hours. Freezing rain warning, it's still up. It should be dropped, but there's still a slight chance of the odd freezing raindrop. So that's why we're watching that for you. Overnight tonight, chance of a few snow showers. Monday, couldn't be better. When you're waking up in the morning and you're already bummed, if you are, about going to work, at least the weather's going to be nice. You're going to get some sunshine and it's not going to be stormy, especially for people that have to commute long distances or take public transit, right? Nice in Ottawa and Montreal. Heading out through Atlantic Canada, still a few sea-effect snow showers, northern Cape Breton, western Newfoundland. That looks to persist for you near the Long Range Mountains through Monday afternoon.
This long-range forecast is brought to you by Tire Discounter Group and Cooper Tires.
Okay, so it's going to be fairly quiet as we start off the work week in eastern Canada. Light snow will drip into southwestern Manitoba. BC, this is going to be the story as we head into Tuesday. Watch out for winter driving conditions anywhere from Highway 3 up Highway 97. And we'll also watch Highway 37. Accumulating snows in the forecast for Kitimat and Terrace, Stewart and Smithers. Rain down the coast, maybe even some mixing for eastern Vancouver Island, so Port Alberni perhaps. And then Tuesday, adjacent to Lake Erie, there's also going to be the chance of more freezing rain coming in. If you're east of Toronto over towards Quebec City, should be light snowfall for you. I don't think it's going to be heavy snow at this point. Heavier snows, though, are coming to the prairies for the middle of the week. Watch out, especially if you're traveling, let's say, Saskatoon through Edmonton. Those roads could be dicey. And then Thursday, we're going to focus back on the east. So we're swinging where the storms are this week. If you really want the snow and the winter, it looks to be coming for Thursday. But I do want to mention anywhere from, well, Thunder Bay down through to Windsor and out passing Quebec City towards Moncton and Halifax. This could be a nasty one, folks, come the afternoon and then evening hours for areas further east. So this is what we'll watch for you in the long range. Okay. Stories on all this weather, they're coming your way in the next 4 minutes.
Cooper Weathermaster Tires, designed and built in North America. Tire Discount.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Here is the top stories that we're following today. It's pushing out for you in Atlantic Canada. You are going to be seeing a clearing today as that system continues to, well, leave the region.
Hey, speaking of leaving, leave some extra time today if you're driving anywhere around the Great Lakes. We have a number of regions throughout the prairies. You've got a clipper and snow on wake up for southern Ontario.
Oh, and a fair weather day. Once the road conditions improve and that snow kind of tapers off, you're looking at a fairly decent day, southern Ontario, southern Quebec. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Emily Vukovic, along with Chris May. It is Monday. It is December the 10th, and we're getting so close to Christmas. I can't even believe how close we are. Like, we're pretty much two weeks away.
What are you going to be like on the 24th?
I'm not really sure.
You're going to be straight-jacketed. Like, my goodness gracious.
It's so soon. I can't handle it.
It's December 10th. Oh, goodness, we're close.
But you really are. I went to the mall on Saturday, and I mean, the weekend throughout southern Ontario, anywhere around the lower Great Lakes, was fairly decent for Christmas shopping or Christmas parties. That was the...
That was this past weekend for the Weather Network.
Yeah, it was a good time. The weather was, you know, it played a good part, but I just find that Christmas sneaks up on you faster and faster every year.
Got the Christmas shopping almost completely done over the weekend. You'll be really happy to know. So
really?
the tree's up. All I
What'd
had to
you
do.
buy me?
Well, not in front of all Not in front of you, of course.
Oh.
Okay, I'll let you know before I let her know. How about that? But there. Goose egg. No, we have, it's anything but goose eggs as far as snow this morning. And the system that pushed through southern Ontario, and we saw it coming through the end of last week, and it played out exactly the same way that we were talking about flurries. Light flurries for the most part. There was accumulations of 1 to 3 centimeters in several areas. It fell exactly where you needed it. The higher elevations, and I use that term for the mountainous regions of Ontario, where they're trying to get out on the hills and get a little skiing done.
You know what? This time last year was about 8 degrees, and if you remember, tobogganing hills and ski hills were pretty much completely green. So we're looking at a completely different scenario, and skiers and snowboarders, well, they're just loving the weather. I wish I skied, because I'd probably be out there too, but
Clipper through the west, system through southern Ontario. In advance of that system, bringing in a southwesterly southerly flow, especially for you in Quebec. And Montreal actually has a